Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today, sadly, we're getting tox farted. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Well, I mean, there's a way around it, but this isn't better. How much meat are we eating every turn? 15? Okay. So we do not have a lot of time to hang out here. And we do have to get over and become immune to the diseases so that we can attempt to do the thing and... Ugh. This whole situation is a nightmare. Who would have thought the demon realm would be unpleasant to be in? We definitely shouldn't eat. Yeah, let's go zero food. We are going to have to manually resolve probably basically every battle that we come across here, because the auto resolver disrespects our troops tremendously. The good news is the things that are most dangerous about these armies are their large units, and we have Grease's Goldtooth, who should be an expert in the dismantling of Great Unclean Ones, and also is just a very good healer generally. So I have high hopes that he's going to be able to just butcher all three of the Great Unclean Ones. I mean, those are scary units. They're definitely a concern. This army needs some upgrades. We're still running a very basic composition, and I was hoping to do some upgrading in between the last roar and this roar, but then everything got all complicated and difficult. Everybody from the entire world decided that we needed to be put back in our place. So maybe after this roar, perhaps. The lore of metal is upon us. It's fine, I guess. This army still doesn't have a wizard, so we can't really take advantage of any of that stuff. So they have these Exalted Plague Bearers. These are pretty good, pretty acceptable melee troops. It's 38 attack, 42 defense is not awesome, but they are poisonous. But also all of the Exalted ones, which is all of the ones in this army, have those like plague grenades they're going to throw. Which is to say we are going to lose a lot of Noblars. It's going to be really harsh.
Serve the ogres!
Here, can I still do this? Will it honor my selection order? It will. Okay, so we can intersperse those. But yeah, you know what this is. This is they march forward and everybody else follows, and they have 1-2 units of flyers. They have their Great Unclean Ones back here, just being great in a particular sense. They have their mediocre to bad Unclean Ones. The Nurgle Soul Grinder is a siege cannon, so we do have to advance on them relatively quickly because we are going to suffer badly otherwise. But I don't think we have a play that's any fancier than just run at them, unfortunately. So yeah, get up there and make the case for yourselves. And the ogres kind of... to some extent, the ogres kind of have to wait. You know who needs to go with them? Greasus. Greasus is only about as fast as they are, actually even a little slower. And he really needs to be part of this battle. He needs to be a critical part of this battle. The ogres will advance too, but they can advance later, and... Yeah, really? You had to go out of your way to wind around the front of Greasus?
Tyrant of tyrants!
Try to get him so he's not running entirely within the Noblars.
Looking for me! These ogre mates! Swarm together!
Try to push right through. We'll see.
Seeking prey!
You can creep forward enough that you can start shooting at least. Right? Maybe? No? Okay, here we go. Yeah, that'll show him. Okay. So they're going to try to wrap around our units, and then we're going to try to wrap around them. And I'd prefer for Greasus not to get held up too much here. We do have Rally, which obviously is going to be more effective if I'm kind of in the middle, but we need to go around. Like, he needs to get in on the correct enemies. think I'm going to have the Stonehorns try to just open up the side here. And these units can attempt to advance. See how that goes. I think I'm going to put y'all into melee mode for the moment. Just get involved. Hold the enemies in place for a little while so the ogres can at least hit him in the back. Yeah, we'll try that so that there's still room to wrap around the sides. I'm going to save the potion. They do not want to commit at all, huh?
Racist, go!
Go, dude, go. Forward.
Take it all!
Okay. The charging is happening. So these pox riders are kind of dangerous.
Eat them alive!
But also they have very, very poor defenses.
Take it all! The more calls!
I have all the faith in the world in our Lord dealing with this.
This way! Master Predator!
So we want to chop up these Exalted Plague Bearers, and then we want to get more of our units
They are
out of there so that they can charge other stuff as well. Unfortunately, it is going to take a little while for these enemy units to die, probably. They're pretty tough. I don't know. Rally's probably not necessary here. Let's nuke your defenses, too.
supper! Let's go, boys!
Their lord is going to be a like a decent fighter, but he probably can't stand up to a unit of Iron Guts. So let's try to get him involved. Okay, over here. So you stay on those plague drones. Do not let them take back to the air. The Pox Riders are involved. So like a lot of Nurgle's units are tough, but not very good at killing. I think that's what we're seeing a lot of here. Honestly, we could probably withdraw... Okay, this unit of Iron Guts seems like they're mostly in the open. Let's see if we can get them out and into a charging position.
Rampage this
Plague Bearers are making my life really difficult. Come on.
Thundering forth!
The thing is, I don't even want them to fight different targets. I just want them to get a charge off. Okay, so over here we've done some good work. We've chopped some stuff up. Let's have our units change their engagement strategy slightly. Is that first grade unclean one? Yes, he is fully dead already. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting him to go down that fast. Okay, this Stonehorn is definitely going to be needed more over here. We have enemies who are going somewhat unmurdered, and that is unacceptable. These guys are already completely falling apart. I think we can re-engage the hunter as well. I'll finish that unit off.
Hunter!
There we go. Go have fun. I like the way he sort of like romps across the battlefield. Stonehorn looks like he's having a great time.
Thundering forth! Get it done!
Alright, Nurglings are not real units. They should collapse under the attack of an Iron Gut unit, like, basically immediately.
Looking for me!
And unfortunately, our enemy does have magic and is using it to some considerable effect.
In my sights!
Okay. Lots of good charging going on here. Lots of breaking of enemy forces.
Guts out, boys!
Okay, y'all need to fall back. Let's let the Gorgers get in here.
Take it all!
all need to fall back.
I seek. Limb from limb.
Probably need to have our hunter come over here and start killing the boss.
The more cool. I am legend. Dinner.
Do your best to stay focused. Leadership and melee attack down for just units that are nearby. Let's give my actual fighters a better chance here. I think Greases can probably hold this side by himself. So let's disengage. Let's try to disengage these units and have them re-engage elsewhere. I don't really want them all just standing.
Guts out, boys.
He's almost killed that great unclean one.
Do we eat?
Y'all are doing the right thing. Stay right there. Okay. We can execute a clean charge there.
Good plan. Grease us. Gold.
Very, very close to dead. So close to dead.
The more cool. Me.
I think withdraw entirely. That unit.
I'll crush them.
One more great unclean one down.
The tyrant. Eternal. I ain't no gobbo.
We're having a little bit of a
When do we eat?
rough go here. I mean,
Biggest in the tribe.
it was a big army.
Consider it done.
Okay, we're still hunting. Good work. Go over here and help with this. Yep, you're leaving. That's fine. So obviously, there's a lot of value. Where's my normal stone? He's got way too low, and it is not easy to hire another one.
Let's go, boys. Rush 'em.
Give it cover.
Take it all.
Need some unit of ogres to finish off this very damaged unit of pox riders. Okay, I think the Stonehorn's going to get away. I do believe their army is completely collapsing.
Take it all.
All right, having Croesus be able to just straight up box 3 great unclean ones without actually even taking any damage is pretty fantastic. It's very helpful.
The more,
Use your potion.
the strongest, the fattest.
All right, so every unit that actually survives the battle is going to go back to full health when we reach the next replenishment point. However, we did permanently lose some stuff here. 1 unit of Gorgers is gone at the very least. I think I'm probably going to replace them with Iron Guts. It's going to be the plan, is that Greasus' army is going to become more and more Iron Guts. God, you really have to kill everything in these demon armies, though. Nothing runs, and even once they hit the break threshold and they start disintegrating, they don't disintegrate nearly as fast as your troops do when you are playing these factions. I think it's a difficulty level related thing. If we had lost the Stonehorn, that would have been tough, because we can recruit a new Stonehorn, but it's like we'd have to sit in global recruitment for 4 to 6 turns. I guess we used we did use an offering to the Great Maw, didn't we? So we don't even have the ability to use that thing to make it faster. Well, then I guess we just better not lose the damn thing. Seems of critical import. So our goal now is going to be getting far enough away that we aren't able to be attacked by the other full-size Nurgle army that is in this area. And then we got to run from there to a place where we can heal. I will definitely take an extra 4,400. That was a 10,000 gold battle.
Gracious, the shockingly obese.
And hooray, Toxfarter is slain, and aren't we all just overjoyed about that? Continuous volleys, no good. This does buff the Stonehorn. This buffs units we don't even have in the army. So what do I want to do with my next point? We could reduce reduce damage from attrition even more, which honestly might be a meaningful difference here. But I think I'm gonna increase this even more of a problem.
More spoils, nice and shiny.
And you aren't at max HP yet. That's probably the next thing. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So there isn't actually a healing point that we can get to.
Good enough, I reckon.
Oh. I'm a little concerned that we're going to actually lose the Stonehorn to attrition. Can that happen? Well, we have to get away from Spurt Mildew. If we fight Spurt Mildew, we're dead for sure. So we're probably going to have to go through the Grand Vomitus to hit the lair of the Maggot Lord to get a little bit more cover here against the attrition. And really, that means we got to go like all the way out to here. We have to get to a position where neither of them can attack us this turn, and then we have to spend some time in replenishment mode, which we cannot activate this turn.
Conquest.
Really, if I put us in March mode, we can move that much further? That's wild. Well, I don't want to, so we're good. We're done. I mean, that solved our money problems for the moment. Your job is definitely going to be to move up to like there. The thing is, we can't do global recruitment with him in a way that's going to have any repercussions on Greasus' ability to globally recruit. Targog probably needs to just sit and heal for another turn. We could pull some units. I mean, I don't know. I guess we may as well at least fill up the army, and then we'll close this with him next turn. Grolg is still recruiting.
Hunter.
I don't know what I want to do with Maldig.
Survivor of the Flame Trial.
Because Og is going to be able to close this stuff. Og gets that, and maybe that? Probably that. We still have units coming to Karak Krakatan in a way that we can't really do anything about. We can afford to upgrade Grimtop. That's a thing that's worth doing, probably. Yeah, this has got to be the next thing closed. That's pretty important.
Corruption is bad.
Oh. Yeah, we should generate more income. That seems good. I don't know exactly how much I want to spend. Upgrading this is worthwhile because we want to get more of those buildings. After Grolg has finished doing this recruitment, I do want to put down another camp, and I'll probably put it as close to Karak Vrag as I can. So yeah, I don't know what to do with Meldig then. Because it doesn't feel... I guess I'm going to have Meldig run over here and harass the incoming Great Orthodoxy armies. Because we don't need him to close portals. There are no more... All the portals that he could get to, Og is going to get to a turn sooner. At the Sky Monolith, I guess, just build a gold hoard. I sure do love to hoard gold. That's a non-issue. You know, actually, since you can't heal, or since you can't do any recruiting, let's have you head this way. Maybe support, well, I don't know. Heading this way in general is probably right. We'll figure out exactly what we want him to do later. Okay, Malgut's in a weird position. Malgut was just going to sit and heal and then run over and close the gate, I think. And I think that still requires some sit and heal. I really don't want to let an army come through, but I think we got a couple of turns. Okay, so... Don't need to do anything here necessarily. Don't want to upgrade a camp. Malgut hasn't moved on purpose. And hopefully, we're in a position where Greases can just spend like 2 turns in replenishment mode, heal up considerably while recruiting new units, and then push to the next area. Nurgle's honestly might be the hardest of the zones. Slanish's can be very unpleasant if you don't have the ability to escape from the armies. Like, if you have to do actual fighting, it's pretty bad. But if you have the movement necessary, you can often get through it without doing any battles except for the final one. Ooh, really? I didn't see who won. There were fireworks, and then the camera zoomed away really fast. It looks like our ally won, I think. Yes, indeed, our ally won. Okay, so that takes a lot of pressure off of that area. And it means the village of the Tigermen still stands, somehow. Granted, the enemy could still push down and destroy it, basically whenever they want, but... let us rejoice in the tiny victory of the moment. They're bringing up reinforcements to finish off the settlement. That is a shame.
The Horde Master, mate.
Not for free. Oh, hey. Look, it's exactly the thing that I said was going to happen. Now, the really fun part will be if he decides to just sail south again next turn, which is, I would say there's a better than even odds. Okay. Speed and melee defense down. Oh, melee defense down for the whole army is rough.
Tyrant!
Let's give this one more turn, then we'll attack. So we're looking pretty healthy.
Ogre Tyrant!
Absolutely do that. Okay, Greasus did not get harassed. So I think right here,
Need to rest.
we just do that.
Anything I loot belongs to me.
Did I really lose 3 units? Oh yeah, the Stonehorn did die to attrition. Well, fuck. All right. Am I just replacing all of the lost units with man-eaters with ogre pistols? Well, not unless I can find some money. Hold on. A normal Stonehorn is only a 4-turn recruit, so we could get a Stonehorn back in here and also 2 units of man-eaters, but I have to win a battle somewhere else to generate the money.
The boss.
Targog should be able to close a portal with this, I think.
On your feet.
Okay, and it's a Tzeentch army that's all horrors. Yeah, that'll work out okay for us. So this will be worth something. Hopefully it'll be worth enough. But unfortunately, that does commit Greasus' army to sitting still for 4 entire turns, which is bad, obviously. I don't think there's anything we could do about it, but that's rough. The fact that we were locked into a battlefield that was just a narrow column definitely does not play to the strength of our units very well. But also, Greasus' army is just... it's very out of date. We need some of these man-eaters and stuff, so that'll help a lot. And we only have to generate a few thousand gold from this. I'm not expecting to be able to pull 10,000 out of this battle like the last one, because this army doesn't have any like top of the org chart type units. But we should be able to do something. And honestly, I think we're like kind of in the right arrangement already. There's no sense in anybody being that far over. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of all there is to do. Especially since I don't get to see where the enemy is until after we set up. All right, just charge straight through them. The deal at this point should be very familiar.
Kill 'em! Eat 'em! Steal anything that shines from 'em! Then bring it to me!
I don't actually want my saber tusks to get completely eaten by the screamers, but I would love it if the saber tusks could eat the screamers. We are faster than they are. I can just run away from them, I guess. Okay, and the joining of battle is basically upon us already. I don't see any reason to wait. Let's just murder. Maybe like try to go straight through. Targog run up here. They moved up way more than I thought they were going to. Actually very surprised by it. Yeah, I mean, get close, but don't do anything just yet.
I'm the boss!
Is that really where I told you to stop? Jeez. What was my plan? Also, what is their plan?
Boss ogre! Meat for me!
Okay, that should break down pretty fast. Over here, these things fell in places that are probably not actually going to be productive for them in the long run. And
Priest of the volcano!
honestly, this is not a bad situation for a burning head. Just kind of cast it across these troops in this direction.
Hungry!
Yeah, that's real damage.
Run for it!
It did wander off of my indicated angle a little bit, which is annoying, but it's basically fine.
Munch 'em! Wind supper!
Actually,
Get
sorry,
it
focus
done.
on that unit.
Do what I say!
Targog is doing his level best over
This
here.
way!
Actually, can you...
Scopper!
Well,
When do we eat?
you're gonna have a hard time disengaging from those horrors, probably.
Tribe on the move!
You try to move through a little bit.
Demon of fire! Gush out, boys! Biggest in the tribe!
There we go. We can at least be hitting these units in the back, right? Why fight them from the direction that they're looking at you from?
Noblars! Noblars! Here we go!
Alright, the ogres that gave up and broke early are starting to come to their senses. You guys try to force through to there. You go help them out, actually, because this is... Boy, this situation's bad, too, though. How expensive is this? 'Cause we could do a reasonable one of these. Yeah, do that as you run.
Take it all! Get dead!
That spell takes forever to go off. And honestly, it does so much less damage than the Flaming Head.
Bring us meat! Where's the meat? I'll smell ya! Carve up! Rampage!
Okay, get over there, do some rampaging.
Take it all!
We won this
By
front.
the Morse call! On it! Rip out their throat! When do we eat?
Come up this way. Okay, they're starting to panic.
Let's go, boys! This way! Tribe on the move!
Okay, and there's the cascade.
Rejoice in flame!
Poor guy. How are you still alive? He's suffering melee attacks from superior fighters constantly while theoretically losing health to his disintegration effect. But I'll tell you, if we were controlling the demon faction and one of our units was suffering a disintegration effect, they would be dead in much less time than that in that situation where he should have been taking tons of bonus damage. It's a rough, unfair world. Okay, so with this gate closed, there's only a couple left that we have to care about. We do still want to have enough money to pay for a gate closure this turn, but we also really need recruitment cash. Going with Iron Guts in Greasus's army would be the more economic play than grabbing the Manhunters. I want, or the Man-Eaters rather. I want those Ogre pistols. But we do have a very significant reduction in the cost of Iron Guts for that army in particular. So maybe, I don't know. Well, we need to rebuild that army as a whole in a variety of ways. But I need to find time to do it. Time and money. Honestly, we could probably save a lot on our overall upkeep just by trading out all of the melee ogres in that army for... Oof. That's tight. We definitely got to take the money. And this army's in bad shape, but this army's in much worse shape. We should definitely just push them. Let's grab Foe Seeker. I love to seek my foes.
To the boss.
And then you can take... You already have Arcane Conduit. Fire Breath is okay. Yeah, let's grab Flame Incarnate. This guy does a lot of melee.
Obey me.
Oh, never mind. I can't actually get to you. Nor can I back up far enough to... Huh. Can't back up far enough to get into the settlement to heal. Can't go into replenishment mode. Where am I at camp-wise? Considering throwing a camp down at my feet, but I think what I will do instead is just... We have just enough movement left to do that, so let's do it. Okay, Greasus.
They work for Greasus now.
There are 4 global recruitment slots. What does a unit of Iron Guts cost in this army? Wait, how do I not have... I definitely... Did I really lose all of my tier 3 basic infantry recruitment buildings? Okay, well, apparently Iron Guts are off the table. That's wild. Then I guess... Stonehorn is 2,000 with an upkeep of 400. The Manhunters are more expensive to recruit, but they have a lower upkeep. Man-Eaters, I keep doing that. Whatever, I'm grabbing 3 units of Man-Eaters, and we're just gonna AFK for 4 turns in the middle of the Demon Realm while eating all of the food. Alright. So what does Goff do in this time?
Tyrant. I'm boss, and that's that.
Moving forward seems unsafe. But there's nothing else to do at the moment.
Obey me! It aids the meat ritual.
Okay, one thing he can do
This way.
is go into encampment mode here next to the camp,
Carved.
and he could pull more Cathayans. Get another unit of Iron Hails and then a unit of Halberds to back them up. Dragon Guard are off the table, but... Yeah, let's do that. So we can at least rebuild his gun core a little bit. We're not going to have to pay the upkeep for Greasus' units for a while yet. I don't quite have the money to put together another camp, which I'd really like to do. I also don't have the money to close a portal.
Worry.
Does Og reach a portal this turn? He does. Well, we gotta win some battles. Which is a thing we're not actually close to doing anywhere, right? Oh, I guess, Malgut. Next turn I'm gonna have Malgut close that portal. So yeah, that'll give us something. Oh, they wandered into the ambush. That was polite. Are you joking? You're gonna kill all of my... Okay. Okay, we'll do it manually. I'm really surprised that that ambush... I did that ambush so they wouldn't run away. There's no reason for this army to be moving northward. Because they can't take that city garrison. They couldn't even get close to taking that city garrison. I guess one thing this army might be trying to do is run past my 2 mountain cities to get back to their own territory, maybe? But I can't see how... Like, they literally can't fit through the pass around the zone of control of the cities. Can they? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe there's enough room. Oof. I gotta tell y'all, I've had a long couple of days. I'm enjoying playing video games for the internet, but I'm also kind of just... I'm eager to go lay down. Alright. Let's try to be very careful with our really badly damaged units, because I don't want to have to rehire. So you and you probably also are in this group.
When do we eat?
Alright, let's just put them at the edge of the map. Gosh, an edge of the map they're actually allowed to access, maybe? Here we go. Nope, does literally nothing. Okay. Oh, never mind. It gained us 1 power for the beginning of the battle.
biggest in the tribe.
Obviously, it shouldn't take us much to get this done in a pretty compelling fashion.
Immolation! Incineration!
Yeah, sure. Okay. Kill and kill and kill and kill and yeah, just run forward. Those Doom Knights are gonna be, you know, they're gonna do Doom stuff probably. It's fine.
Whole lot of meat down there, boys. Eat as much as you like.
Okay, not a big deal.
Spreading fire! Rejoice in flame!
Okay, let us rejoice in flames. First of all, melee defense up on this unit of Noblars that just got flanked. Secondly, dogs in on the Doom Knights. The Doom Knights have a ton of armor, but still. Flank them, smash them. And yeah, that's probably it. Let's formally withdraw those units from the battle. Oh, the dogs went rampage. I mean, that's fine.
Down, boys!
I was just going to have them go after the pink horrors anyway, but I was going to have them break and break ranks and do a charge back into them.
Fire!
There you go.
Bring us meat!
Okay, as soon as those Forsaken have, have permanently surrendered, their lord has to land and fight me, or he's just bleeding to death constantly.
Here I go! The undefeated ruler!
And it looks like he's chosen bleed to death slowly.
With supper!
Couldn't overcast it.
Iron fists!
Huh. He's supposed to be having to either land or surrender. He's getting to do neither. Army doesn't really have anything in the way of ranged attacks, so we kind of can't do anything about it.
Bring us meat! I'll smell ya!
Okay, there we go. Now he's suffering. He chose to just die in the air rather than come down and fight. The spite of it is the what an asshole. All right, I mean it's done. The good thing is it's done though. So we managed to resecure this area. We're gonna put down a camp near the Western Front. And then I don't actually have... We have a 6th camp capacity, and I don't exactly know where I want to put it. I'm probably going to save it for Cathay. So we probably don't put a camp up here by Targog. Although, I don't know. If we're going to keep Targog in the mountains to play defense from the Oracles, maybe I do, in fact. Because we are pushing researches for more camp capacity, even as we speak, right? I don't remember how many turns were left on that, but... Yeah, we'll probably put one down to support Targog. Let's put it down like just north of the Sky Pillar or something. Of course, that means we got to get some money, which means we got to win some actual battles. And we got to build all of the money-making buildings in those camps to support Greece's more expensive army. But we're getting there. We're doing it. And we are totally going to have a second... Is it only our second Demon Prince soul? Ugh. Well, that's hardly any money. But really, none of these rewards are any good.
No threat to me.
Okay, Great Orthodoxy troops are just leaving. That's fine, I suppose. You know, we might need to have our Western Army. Whoa. Whoa. That is a distant move for the northern provinces. What are they doing all the way down there? Okay, we're just we'll have to deal with it, I guess. The army we have down there is not ready for a fight. I can't believe they pushed all the way down there just to kill a camp that they didn't know about. Because, like, there's no other reason for them to... Unless they actually think they're going to start conquering territory in the mountains. Well, again, one problem at a time.
Greasus likes to keep the smart.
400 gold for a military alliance. You're kind of already at war with everybody.
That's the ogres.
Yep, here this comes, and then they're going to attack, and they're going to win easily.
Large and in charge.
That's going to fuck up my trade. We need a spare army down there, and we for sure do not have any spare armies. And Grisguts' army got all torn up through sea attrition or something. They're looking rough. If Grisguts ends up in control of that settlement, that is not good for me. And that's a settlement with a real, like, that was a real garrison and everything. That sucks a lot. We're getting constantly attacked from absolutely every side. Okay. So many things that don't matter. So many followers that we're never going to equip. We got Butcher's Apron, which was on the way to, yep, Sky Titan Plateaus.
Look what I got for
And
you.
Butcher's Apron itself is valuable.
Gets me what I want.
All right, let's shut this one down to defend the camp. Well, I can't accept a loss that's going to kill my Cathayan units, because they're a pain in the ass to rehire. So, I guess we do it manually. The auto-resolver would be... It would be nice if there was some way to feed a strategic intent into the auto-resolver, you know, if there was something we could do to be like, this is the formation I'm going to use, this is the basic strategy, and so, like, it's very unlikely that my halberds are going to die, because there's almost no situation in which I would risk them. They will only fight battles that they are assured to win. And I would gladly sacrifice, like, a unit of Iron Guts to keep that unit of halberds alive. Hell, I'd sacrifice both units of Iron Guts. But we should be able to wrap this up. We should be able to push west with our westward army, and maybe... we're not going to be able to get to the other gate that's on that side this turn, but... My point is, the money will keep flowing. We have more sources of money. I'm not going to try to channel, because channeling doesn't do anything. The channel mechanics seem to have broken at some point. Honestly, that, like, sort of checkerboard formation, I think, makes a lot of sense. Let's do it over here, though. I don't want to deal with the cover. So, the Iron Blasters... the Lead Belchers... We do have to be a little bit careful here because I want to make sure everybody can be in the circle. this one.
Defenders of Cathay.
But I also want to make the grouping as wide as possible because, of course, I want the maximum number of guns facing forward. It's a little awkward with the hill.
Biggest in the tribe.
Okay.
Ring supper.
And we can have an iron blaster. But honestly, probably the other iron blaster sits like here because, again, I don't want those trees in the way.
When do we eat?
All right, so y'all stand ready to intercept over here.
Iron guts.
Iron Guts back here. The Gorgers could be sneaky in those trees.
Biggest in the tribe.
Okay. Let's
The
put
biggest
Malgut
boss.
over by these guns.
I smell game. So I hunt. Firemouth's priest.
Why do they prefer the units that are like... The default function of siege units should be to fire at the densest cluster of enemies. But they always try to shoot away from the dense clusters if you let them. Boy, they just did not shoot the place. They just lied about where they were shooting, basically.
Iron guts. Follow the Morse code.
And as ever, if I have Gorgers out in a side position, the enemy will know where they are and will respond to their position flawlessly. I should just learn and keep them behind the rest of my army.
Looking for me. In my gut.
Okay. The rest of the gunfire should be starting. Let's... Okay, so... Kill... you... Can fire tornado. I mean... Honestly. Just fire tornado right here. Go kill their lord, I suppose. And we can have these Gorgers go after melee as they come in. Like, it's a little messy, but this army's composition is weird. Do I want to? I don't want to bring them forward for all of the reasons I have said in the past. All right, just move forward to meet. All of my units of Noblars surrendered immediately. No combat had even taken place yet. How do Iron Blasters do in melee? Not amazing. They do have 20 bonus versus infantry, though. Yeah, all right. You're an infantry combat unit now. This is going to break up real fast. Yeah, let's see if we can have these units sort of support each other. You turn and fire into that group. You charge that group. You fall back so they end up over there. You turn into a melee unit and probably just help with this. Just charge them because you are a big monster. Yeah, and then... This side of the battle is going to go to hell very quickly, though.
Move as wind.
Like, literally just waited until the fire tornado was over top of him before beginning to move.
Guts out, boys!
Oh, I got it.
All right.
when they're in melee mode, turn off guard mode. Okay, there we go. That's good.
Iron hail gunners! March in ordered ranks!
Okay, who's ready to spend a ton of time healing again? This army heals so slowly. Okay, so those units are fully broken. Get over here. You turn on your melee damage reflection. And let's, yeah, sort of ruin all these units. Okay, this side's going very well as we expected. Try to get over there. I don't know if that's going to work. But yeah, okay. That's a full victory over there.
Sound the retreat!
Hunt them down! Ruler of the tribe!
Okay, the units are breaking all over the place.
Their dinner!
And that is a closed portal.
Rip out their...
Unfortunately, although this is a full-sized army, it is a full-sized army of low-tier units, so the monetary value of this battle is probably not going to be super high. It's actually really a shame, because I would love to not have to worry about the money necessary to lay down the rest of these camps. It would be so nice for that to just be resolved. Okay, so... Sorry, I'm also checking messages. I am going to probably have to stop the episode right here once we load back in, because real life doings is transpiring. But we got this done. This is going to be worth something. This army, sadly, is, like I was saying, we took a lot of damage on our gunners. Probably going to have to just sit back and heal. This army might be a little bit thin on actual fighting troops. It might be a good idea to replace, like, 2 units of Noblars and both the units of Gorgers with hardier stuff. It would be Man-Eaters if we could afford for it to be Man-Eaters. And of course there I'm talking about both time and money. If it was Man-Eaters with Ogre pistols, we could do like a full sort of a wide line volley and then have the Man-Eaters transfer into melee mode. That would be exciting. Imagine all the shit we could do if we were just if we were unshackled by dollars and time. Okay, yeah, it's not a huge amount of money, but it will finance some stuff.
Ogre tyrant!
So let's give you. What do I want from you? I mean, we do want continuous volley. We don't have the levels for it yet, but we may as well grab it. And then, does Malgut just start yellow lining? Impressive wealth doesn't actually... You know what? I'm talking about recruiting good units. It would be nice for them to come in at a nice high level, wouldn't it?
Belongs to the boss.
You can finish getting very, very large indeed. Flame breath? More bound spells is more good.
I'm boss.
Basically
and that's
always
that.
really tight on magic around here.
Put your feet up.
Okay, we're not healing any extra there. I'm gonna back up to the camp. There's still this that I would love to close as well, but we cannot do that right now. Okay, so 3 turns, and in 3 turns, these units will not be fully healed. But we will have to just move on. This is a problem. This huge...
I am no one's slave.
This huge army pressing Yeti Peak camp is an issue for sure. And there's probably nothing we can do about it. That seems like a next time problem. Worry about it next time. You are going to step back here and deploy the camp, but I have to be a little further. There we go.
ogre slaughter master.
This is a thing of some considerable import. Then we probably don't want to spend any more money, right?
Artist of the cleaver. Hunger cannot slow us.
So there's this portal, which does need to get closed, and if Grulg's not doing anything else and the Orthodoxy armies have backed off, Grulg can close that and at least make us some money. Malgut did his thing already. Targog. Targog won a battle. And his reward is... dominance. Dominance is his reward.
Tyrant gets the spoils. Biggest rooms.
And also a vacation in the sky monolith. Hooray! Oh, look at all the replenishment.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Yeah, we probably don't spend any more money. So Maldig's gonna hang out over here. I'm not gonna try to close this. Og does have to close this one. Oh, Og is too late. Fuck. That's really bad.
Leave me.
Well, that army's only 14 units, but Grimtop's gonna fall then. We don't have time to reinforce it. No, that's really bad. That's really bad.
Survivor of the flame trial.
Shit, if we'd had the money last turn, this would have been closed. We're gonna have problems over here, too. Fallen City is defensible, but Shambletown's probably not. Fert could turn around and help. Yeah, this is going to be messy. And it's messy because, again, we got pressed by everybody from every side simultaneously right as the roar was happening. And okay, well, you know what? I'm going to decide what to do about this later. Because I need to go take care of some things. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow. Tomorrow? Whenever next time is. It's probably tomorrow. We're going to have to deal with an awful lot of internal demon armies. Because that's just the sort of position this video game puts you in. And we'll see you then.